kids are creepy. Like kids are just creepy. Not like kids in general, but when it comes to paranormal, sometimes. But when it comes to paranormal stuff, kids are creepy. They can scare us more than just about anyone else. So today on the show, we're going to be taking a look at a few videos that deal with kids in one way or another. So welcome to Kinda Creepy. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the show. Jason Emmett right here.
Twisted Kid Matt right here.
Twisted Kid Matt over there. I always he's that way. He's that or way. So you heard from the little cold. You heard from the little cold opening. We kind of wanted to do some videos this week that dealt with kids in some way or another. Either the kids being creepy or something creepy's happening around the kid, because we've heard time and time again that the paranormal tends to be drawn towards children for whatever reason. So that's what we kind of brought today. We also have a update on a video we did just last week. Oddly enough, we're doing the cryptid episode, and we do one on there, and we'll talk about it when we get to it. I was actually watching the full produced version of the show, which I don't get to see till Matt posts it.
Produced, yeah.
I caught something, and I sent it to Matt. I'm like, oh my God, this is in the video. So we're going to highlight that and talk about what I caught and see what your guys' thoughts on that are as well. But we have some videos to get to before we do that. And again, all of these deal with kids this week. So I think we're starting off with mine. We starting off with mine?
Yep.
Okay. So I'll kind of do the best intro on this I can. They don't, it's just whatever info I have, but all I know is that it's a mom and her kids. They're outside of their house. I'd read things that they were out for a walk at night. I don't really know why they're outside of their house at night. I mean, it's their house. It's their neighborhood.
Yeah,
it's
they can do what they want.
Yeah, people to do that kind of stuff. Anyway, they said some weird stuff has been happening in their house. They go outside to film this. Again, I don't know why. I don't know what led them outside or why they knew this. I don't know how they figured out that this was happening. All I know is that this is up in the kids' room, and the best way is just to have you guys watch this, because
all right, my daughter's room is up there, and we keep seeing some. All right, put your flashlight up.
Took me a second to notice it, but don't worry. I tell you where to look.
All right, flash it up there. Oh, now it's gone. Put your flashlight down. Let's see if it'll do it again. All right, put it up.
Oh,
hurry.
Okay.
Oh.
I was like, what am I looking for here?
The
I said watch the blinds.
Yeah, it's hard to see at first, but then when what's
Something
weird
peeking
about this is the light shows there's nothing up there. Like, you can see the background, right?
Yeah.
But a little more happens.
All right, let's see if it'll do it one more time, baby. Put your flashlight up.
That was much more aggressively
All right,
done.
okay, let's go inside. Let's go inside. Let's go inside. All right, here's the upstairs. I just want to show you guys. No one behind the door.
Pay no attention to the
Here's my
man behind
daughter's
her.
room. It's a little messy, I'm sorry, but
Here's the
just
room.
to show you. Here's the closet. I just want to show you there's nobody behind. Nobody in the closet. Here's the window right over here.
It's not like
Nobody.
it's a, I mean,
Not a single person up here.
Yeah.
All right.
My daughter's room is
So
up there.
initial
We keep
thoughts for
seeing
me.
some-
Same deal. Like, I watched this video and I'm like, I'm not catching it. I thought we were going to see, thought I was looking for a silhouette or something standing up there.
Yeah, I have seen this video before, but I haven't really watched it that close. So
I
was just
I'd
like,
never
cool.
seen this before, and when I realized what was going on, I'm like, what's really interesting about this? Now, I'm going to point a couple things out. The light shines. You can see the wall behind it. No one's moving behind it. So, could it be faked? Of course, anything could be faked. Well, does this lady and her two kids, do they know how to fake a video like this? I'm gonna guess probably not.
Yeah.
I'm gonna guess she does not.
Probably not.
I also kind of appreciate her nonchalant attitude about it, because she's not over the top.
Yeah.
but she doesn't seem fake to me.
Yeah.
We all know a woman just like this.
Hmm?
There's a ghost in my house and I don't give a shit kind of attitude, right?
Yeah.
Apparently, according to this woman, though, they've experienced other little weird things in the house.
Yeah.
And again, I don't know what drew them outside to start filming. They might have just been outside chilling, but they had a flashlight. So I mean, kids, nighttime,
Yeah.
summertime, you're bored.
Play
I don't
flashlight tag. Yeah.
Who knows? But yeah, I hear as the kid, I can tell you, I'd be like, I'm not sleeping in my room.
Yeah, that's my room. I don't want to go up there again. Why are you? Come on, kids, let's go inside. How about you go in and you film it, and we'll
You
stay
can sleep up
outside
there.
forever.
Not that it matters. I mean, like,
She
you ever
looks-
wonder about that?
She looks kind of terrified, to be
Yeah,
honest.
these kids seem legitimately worried here.
Yeah.
You ever wonder about that? Those people are like, I'm not sleeping in that room because it's that room. Because the ghosts that can't go through the whole. Like, come on now. Why
Yeah.
are ghosts stuck in one? Like, why can't they like leave a house?
I mean, we talked about it on our personal experience episode. I was a little reluctant to sleep in my bedroom after a while, so, but I eventually did. So
Traumatized, but it's okay. Yeah, I watched this one and I'm like, the kids. It's in the kids' room, and like, all I can think is like, oh, this is their room. But like, I can see this woman at bedtime going there and going, Mom, I'm scared. Well, get over it. Just sleep.
yeah, shut up, you'll be fine.
They
What's the worst it's done? It's looked out your window. Great.
Yeah, it's fine.
If anything, it's watching over you and protecting you. It's like, no, it's not, Mom. It stares at me from my closet. And you're like, shut up, you'll be fine.
Shut up. I showed the closet was empty. What do you think about this one, though? What are your initial, your thoughts overall of the video itself?
Well, like you said, like, would they know how to fake this? Probably not, like you said. One thing I do like about it is she goes, allegedly without cuts, she goes in the door, right up to the stairs, goes up the stairs into the room, and is just like, look, there's nothing here. Like, she goes straight in. There's no like, all right, guys, we're about to go upstairs.
Let us
And then
prepare for this.
whoever's upstairs, theoretically, would hear
the
that and go,
flashlight so they get
time
the
to hide.
Right.
Yeah.
And
So,
could
and I mean,
somebody
that could be
have gotten down
like
those
shine the flashlight up there. That gives them the signal to move away from the window real quick so you don't see them.
Somebody could have gotten
Yeah.
down those stairs, sure. They
Yeah.
could.
But
I could have. Any of us could have.
I'll just point this out. It's kind of a cluttered house.
Yeah.
You would see a dude trip down at the bottom of the stairs because he tripped over some, a roller skate or something that's just laying in the middle of the floor because those kids got crap everywhere.
Kind of a cluttered house lends to it, though, man. Again, if you're if this is what most of our houses look like most days of the week, but if we know we're going to be showing it to people, we try to straighten up a little bit. It's just,
At least clear a path like I used to do as a child. And when my mom watches this, she'll know what I'm talking about. I cleaned my room. No, you literally scooted everything from the left to the right and from the right to the left and made a path to your bed so you could at least get in and out of bed. That's what I did all the time.
also, yeah, well,
I'll still probably do it as an adult if you ask Connie.
also, if you're going to fake a video, like, who would think of this? Let's just make the blinds move until we,
It's very subtle. It's a very, very subtle thing to do.
I have no explanation for it. Ghost, I don't know. Spirit, poltergeist, don't know. I would be weary though. If this happened in my house, I would be weary of the spirit that is watching us when we're outside of the house. Like, that would freak me out a little bit. But
because if it's watching you outside the house, probably watching you inside the house too.
Oh yeah,
from the closet. Yeah,
I'm watching you.
It's a little creepy because it's the kids' room, though. So.
Well, we don't know that, but maybe the ghost is watching the mom. It's just the best views from up there when she's, it's a good view up here. We don't know. You didn't even make it weird on me, because I didn't make it weird at all. Yeah. So there you guys go. Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Like, does this one feel legit to you? Do you feel like this one is real or fake? Let us know, because I'm going to let you know in some of the other videos what I think, because I always do. I wonder if people are out there like, here goes Jason's going to rip a video. It's so weird because before we started doing this show, I considered myself much less skeptical than I am now. Yeah. I actually had a thought the other day, like, God, everything's fucking fake.
Yeah. No, that's what it seems like anymore. It's like everything's fake,
real.
Except for things that you get, multiple angles of, which we'll we'll go into that a little bit later on too.
Yeah.
Tease for an update.
Okay, guys, we are now going to go into one of Matt's clips. I'm going to let Matt intro this because I don't know what it is.
So yeah, I found this one on YouTube Shorts, and it is probably one of the creepiest types of creepy kid videos, which to me is a child speaking to something that the parent can't see. A lot of people, chalk this up to being like an imaginary friend.
It just depends on what happens afterwards. I actually avoided a few of those because there's lots of videos of just kids talking to nothing, and people are like, it's scary. I need a little more to go on. What's weird is my next one, not my next one. Yeah, my next one is also a kid that seems to be talking to someone that doesn't seem to be there.
Yeah. So we'll go ahead and get into this one because it's kind of interesting.
It says right there.
Gets very creepy.
I know exactly what that child is saying.
Well, they don't seem very scared, which is good. At least yet.
What is
It's a little high-pitched scream that usually gets me.
Okay,
Is,
ready?
You translating?
I want to comment on the horrible parenting.
Yeah. Go ahead and go talk to whatever it is you're looking at.
I'm not going to stop you. I want to get this video for TikTok. This is a tough one because I actually almost brought one with a couple of kids sitting at a table. Maybe you've seen it before, and one of the kids' back is facing.
Oh, yep. I almost brought that one too, actually.
The other kid's freaking
That's
out.
one that's genuinely creeped me out when I saw that.
Yeah,
one.
because at first you're just like, what are they talking about? And then the other kid's laughing, and then that kid turns around, and they both scream, and they're little, and they run from the table. And that's it. It's one of those things where, like, if this was what we got, this little kid, like, just talk. I mean, I've watched kids do this. Just blah, 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 because they are just starting to learn, But here's the things that get me the most. This kid walks down as if, like, she sees something, like there's something, and says hi.
Yeah. Like, whatever this is, I'm being friendly to you. Gets down there, screams, and runs away. What happened?
It's Pennywise.
Yeah.
We've got it down there in the hall, and it's about to transform into something that the kid doesn't like. And it could just be a kid being silly and playing a weird kid game, because
could be.
It's just,
And again, I've never been a parent, but if I were to see something like this, one, I would be like, you stay here. Let me go see what's going on.
I've told you the story about the house when we were looking at houses and we went into the house.
Oh, yeah.
Creeped me out. And my son at the time was maybe 3. I don't know. He was very young. And when we asked him about the houses we looked at that day, he said, I liked them all, just not the one with the monsters in it, Daddy. And it was like the same house that had, for some reason, given me a bad vibe. And it just chilled me when I heard it. And then we had another experience with a kid. His name was Logan, and he was a real little kid. And he used to come over to my dad's, and we had a haunted dresser. I'll tell you guys all about the story of that sometime. And it was down this hallway, and Logan's running around playing, and he's probably 4. And he stops. He wouldn't go down the hall. And when we asked him what he was afraid of, he said he was afraid of the scary people in the hall. I'm like, oh, that's going to make me sleep really well tonight, Logan. Thank you, kid. But so it is weird. And when you are the one experiencing it with the kids, creeps you the hell out. That's for sure.
Yeah.
It's kind of like when your cat just goes.
We could, fortunately with Damien, who
like,
will probably make an appearance in this episode at some point because he tends to do that anymore. He'll just be sitting on the back of the couch and suddenly just like look up at the wall behind us. I'm like, what the hell is he looking at? And then I realize it's usually a reflection off of Connie's phone.
They see little things. Have you ever seen the videos though? It's like people are like, I think they just received a message from the mothership, and the cat's all like,
all of them look up at the same time. Yeah,
it's so funny.
Yeah,
but
usually it ends up being a stink bug that got in the house or something, and he'll start chasing it. You don't see it for 20 minutes, but the cat's running all over the house, just tearing up the walls.
Like, There's also this thing about videos like this one, though. Like, if I took this same video, first of all, took the "We're Home Alone, who's she talking to" thing off, and
Yeah.
changed the music to like, would
Yeah.
it still be as creepy, or would we find it amusing? Music changes a lot.
Yes,
if
it does.
you've never watched the the opening Different Strokes theme, where they take out the music and put the real creepy music behind it, it's like bone chilling. It's like, oh God.
No, but I need to now. And
No, you've never seen that. Well, you
that was a
should,
pretty dark show behind the scenes, anyway.
you should find it in the. I tell you what, I'll find it in an after the credits, guys. After the credits, I'll have Matt put it on so you guys can watch. So you got to stick around. Till the
yeah,
very end.
we'll do a live reaction to that one after the credits are.
It's nuts, man. Cool. Yeah, I mean, let us know, guys. Like, does this sort of thing creep you guys out really bad? Kids talking to nothing really spooks me out. It's weird because I said I kind of avoided a lot of those, but I actually did bring one. I'd seen this one before, and well, we'll get into it in a second because something happened as I'm putting this together. I bring this video that kind of creeps me out, but as I put it together, I noticed something, which we'll get to. So we're going to be talking about Marley. So Marley's mom has said that Marley has a tendency to talk to someone who isn't there, that she kind of just attributed to an imaginary friend. So one such night, she decides to film her daughter, and she calls Marley in, and we're going to show you the video she captures. But the only weird thing about this is, why the hell is Marley in a dark room by herself talking to someone? That's what creeps me out. But let's go ahead and roll the video.
Marley, come here. Marley, who are you playing with?
I'll assume you saw
What are you
that.
doing?
Yeah.
But if not,
Marley,
there you
come
go.
here.
Watch before Marley comes in the room. Shadow moves across,
Marley, who are you playing with?
moves across the room.
What are you doing?
Pretty creepy, right? We see a shadow
Marley,
figure
come
move
here.
first. And then a few seconds later, Marley comes running in.
Yeah.
So before I get into this, Matt, what are your thoughts on this one?
Marley, come here.
Well, that looks like a child just walking in front of her before Marley walks in the room. I'm not a big fan of shadow people, and at first glance,
do a whole episode on that.
we absolutely do need to do a whole episode on shadow people
I'm down
because
for that, yeah.
okay. Kids are terrible actors usually,
Marley, come here.
and
Marley, who are you?
yeah,
What are you doing?
I'm not buying this one.
Yeah, I don't think it's fake. I think it's 100% real. But what happened is, as I was putting this together, something caught my attention. And we're going to call this debunk time because I think I know what this is. But what I want you to do now is play the clip that I have, the debunk highlight clip, and then tell me if it's obvious to you, because to me it's obvious.
Okay.
Is it obvious to you?
Yeah. That looks like a kid with a blanket over their shoulders.
No, man. Watch her feet connected to it's just her shadow. It is 100% just Marley's shadow. Watch, it goes right in stride with her. It's perfectly in stride with her.
Her
moves.
shadow looks like it's in the middle of the room, though. That's what's weird.
I don't think so. I think
I thought it was just a second child.
I don't think so. It moves perfectly in sync with her, and then watch her legs and her feet. Look, it moves when she moves. And you can see the shadow on the floor going all the way to her feet. Like, to me, it just looks like her shadow. Watch, you see the steps of it as she takes steps. I think it's her shadow. I don't know what's causing the shadow, but the shadows do weird shit, man. I don't know.
Yeah.
To me,
No,
that's
I was thinking it was just another kid, and they're like, "Hey, this would be funny to film," and you just act like you were talking to somebody else.
So
in the
you
room.
think it's a person physically walking?
I think it's a physical person.
I think it's
like
her shadow.
kids put like towels or blankets over their shoulders like a cape, and that kind of blurs it. It looks like there's something dragging behind them.
I see the shadow bending down. Well, you see legs for
Mhm.
step. I see the shadow going down and then bending across the ground to her, and I see as she comes in the room, it veers off the way it would. I think it's her shadow, but Matt thinks it's a person. Either way, we don't.
Yeah,
think
either
it's
way, I
real.
don't think it's a shadow person. I think it's I think it's another person, like an
Now,
actual
if I-
physical person that's there,
Now, if I'm
and
right,
they're just acting like it's
So if Matt's right, then they faked it 100%. If I'm right,
Then
and they
the
didn't,
mom is just
then-
dumb. Yeah.
well, you watch the video back, it's going to creep you out a little bit. She's just
Yeah.
talking to some weird person in a dark room, and then you see that.
Yeah.
I don't know. You guys let us know down in the comments. But to me, when I was highlighting it and watching it back, to me, it looks perfectly in sync with her and connects to her. And shadows do stretchy things when they're hit with certain lights. So
Yeah.
it would make the shadow look a little taller. But what's weird is it moves in perfect sync. And to me, I see it connecting to her feet on the ground. There's
Okay,
one-
so here's where I'm gonna challenge your shadow of Marley. She's not in the light till right now.
we don't know that. We don't know what's in there. Like, we can't see what's in there that could be casting. I don't know the layout
Yeah.
of this house. For all I know, there's a window. Because look at the back wall; it's lit up now. I assume there's a window back in that room somewhere, but I don't really know.
Yeah.
Also, you can have shadows in a dark area as long as there's something projecting the light. I have
Yeah.
been in bed at night and seen like a weird shadow on the wall and like set up for a second, thinking, "Is that a person?" And then it turns out no, it's just
Yeah,
some
it's
weird.
just dirty
So
laundry in a chair
I get
across
what
the
you're
room.
saying, but
Yeah.
I don't think it's. I think that this light that you're talking about is when watch as soon as she enters it, that's when that one disappears because she's hit with another light that would change the direction or the shadow laid out altogether. Just my opinion. Matt has his own, and he thinks that it's a person.
Yeah,
Or it's another
I
kid.
think it was a weird sleepover they were having. They're like, let's do a fun video.
I have issues with that, in that I feel like I can see through it, and it dissipates around the head a little bit right there. But again, who knows? You guys give us your thoughts. Maybe we're both wrong, and it's 100% legit, and there's a shadow people in this house. I wish I knew a little more to see if they'd posted other stuff. I don't. So
Yeah, and
This
that's
one
kind of like where we come into some issues every once in a while with some of our clips. Is sometimes we just see the clip and then we don't know that there's other things that are kind of associated with it. And like, for example, my second clip that we have, I don't have a ton of backstory, but in the clip it says again. So
that happens a lot because I think people just post it and they're not thinking, like, especially the older ones, they're not like, I'm trying to get famous, must give lots of backstory. They're just like, this weird thing happened to me, and here it is. And I'm sure there's info on this stuff out there, but especially on ones that are years old, it's like hunting down that info can be really difficult at times. So anyway, I'd seen this one before, and I saw it again recently, and I was like, I'm going to bring it. And it was actually while I was editing that I kind of was like, I think that's her shadow. I don't think that's. And so either way, we don't buy it, but hey, what are you going to, you guys let us know your thoughts. We love hearing it down in the comments. Thanks to everybody that leaves comments. Let us know down there. Do you think this is her shadow? Do you think it's another person, or do you think it's real? And that Matt and I are both full of shit. Let us know.
yeah, we'll call this one Marley and Me Part 2.
Me.
It's the shadow of the dog.
Shadow. All right. All right, so I don't know if this next one, I don't know if it's her bedroom. I know she does crafting, and I think it's the mom's bedroom where she crafts in the bedroom. I don't really know. But they're in the room. Her daughter's on the floor behind her playing. I guess at some point, which they'll kind of mention in the video, her daughter tells her, "Hey, Mom, hey, I saw something under the closet door." So I'm thinking, like, initially when I watched this, like, I'm like, is that what this is going to be? Because it could be a freaking mouse. It could be like anything moving behind the closet door that she would have seen under it. That's actually not what happens, but I can see why that would cause her to start filming. She after her daughter tells her this, she pulls out her phone and explains it, starts filming. Now I don't want to say too much because I want Matt to experience this video just like I did. I want to get his honest reaction. Oh, and by the way, according to the mom, they had experienced weird stuff in the house before from time to time. And originally she thought that a squatter was hanging out in the house, like when they weren't home. Like she would find things moved or missing or not, how they should be. So that was her initial thoughts. What we know about this is that
way scarier than whatever this actually could be. So
originally, but what we do know about this, mom's name is Cheryl, by the way. At some point, Cheryl claims she experienced something over the top. She actually won't say what it is. And I kind of like that. There's no video of it. She doesn't get into depth. Something happened to spook them out that now she tends to think whatever's going on is more paranormal than squatter. But I want you to watch this video and just to get your initial reaction the way I did. I don't want to tell you too much. So let's go ahead and play it.
Hey guys, just wanted to jump on really quick because I had to stop sewing. My daughter just said that something weird really happened, and we've been experiencing a lot of strange things lately, just different noises and stuff. Don't mind my mannequins. I sew for a living, so
I was minding her mannequins. That
She sews
tell Mom what-
for a living.
what you just said.
That makes sense. I guess I should have probably caught that when she said it. She said when I watched this
Under
initially.
the closet door.
okay. I will say
Oh,
the
there's a
kid looks genuinely freaked out. Yeah.
Right, because the kid's telling her she sees something under the closet door, and there's a gap, right? So that's why I said it could be mouse, could even be like you said.
Again with the kid in the room. Okay, why you got a mannequin in the closet? Just
I watched you. I knew
Is
it
that what
was
scared
coming.
you? It's okay.
no, it's not okay. You have a mannequin in your closet. I would piss myself the
What?
first time I opened that closet, and didn't know that there was like
I don't know
if
if
I
you
was
caught that.
like her husband or something.
The daughter gave her a freaked out look, and she said, "What?" Turned around.
Yeah. Yeah.
Come, let's go. Come on. Hey guys.
All right.
Just wanted to jump on really
And then we
quick
go to
'cause
the little girl who's going,
to stop
"I'm scared."
sewing.
She's like, "Yeah, come on, we're leaving. Let's go. We're out."
Yeah.
something weird really
Okay,
happened, and we've been
so I watched
experiencing
you
a
because I
lot
knew
of
that the mannequin thing was coming.
strange
Uh-huh.
things
I didn't
Thanks.
see your initial
lately,
reaction.
noises and stuff.
All right, so again, my first thought when I first started watching this video, she sees something. There's a big gap under the door, man. Like even Matt was joking earlier about stink bugs. I mean, like stink bugs cause a lot more noise and stuff
Yeah.
than you think. Like a mouse could have ran past that, anything, and she could have seen it. So I'm like, hopefully that's not all that goes on, and clearly it wasn't. When she opens the door and she's looking around, she tells you, I sew for a living, so that makes
Yeah.
sense. But this little girl, the mom turns around and she's looking at her, and the little girl gets that look on her face, which actually never leaves her face.
Yeah.
But the mom says, it's when she says, "What?" And I've thought different things like a gust of air or anything, but watch how it starts rocking. It doesn't feel like anything like air hit it.
Yeah. And like it seems to start rocking after she's walked away from it. Not like she bumped it.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
it's
no.
rocking at
We
the
have a
time.
few seconds. Like, watch the little girl.
What?
Standing still. Now it's rocking.
And that's not like air.
Yeah.
That feels like somebody like rocking it.
Yeah.
I'm scared. Come, let's go. Come on.
Okay. So
Hey,
creepy,
guys.
right? Really creepy stuff, right?
Creepy.
Weird. We don't know what's going on. But wait,
Sewing.
there's more.
My daughter just said
Cheryl's
something
daughter is in this
weird
room
happened, and we've been
at some other
experiencing
point. Now, why they're filming, I don't know. Maybe because of all the weird stuff going on, or maybe it's just BS. I don't know. But either way, it gets creepier, and they are filming. She is filming her daughter in the room. I don't. At this point, they're the mannequins. Again, she sews for a living, so maybe she takes them wherever when they have the. I don't know. I don't know
Yeah.
what sewing for a living. But we have one more video to show along these same lines. So let's go ahead and play the next one.
Same room, different angle.
Stationary
Big gaps under
camera
the doors
grill.
too. Yeah.
Now the question may come up: why did she open the door? From what I read, it's the doll. It's the toy. She heard a noise, from what I understand. She heard a noise, walked over, and opened the closet. Now, no
Braver kid than I am. So
no mannequin in it. It does kind of make me wonder. Like this one almost feels more staged than the last one, but this kid stands there for a while.
yeah, if you're that scared of something in that room, I wouldn't be hanging out in that room. I hate still shots on empty rooms like this. Okay.
There you go.
And now we've got the audio up a little louder, so.
I haven't heard anything.
Yeah.
Like, I tried. Don't really.
Her toy
No.
starts talking.
Don't really know what caused her to walk over and open the door. Like I said, I heard maybe she heard a noise and that's why she walked over.
Yeah.
I don't really know.
It is. I mean, again, this falls under the kids being creepy, not necessarily the creepy thing happening to the kids. Like right now, it's kind of affected her to where she appears creepy. To me, at least.
Oh. How old do you think this kid? Like 9?
Probably like that, yeah. 8 or 9.
9.
Entering that weird stage where they're just bizarre. But also, the door closing on its own. Theoretically, if this is staged, with that other door being right there, easily a fishing line that the kid could be
Correct.
stepping over on the way out and
And I
pull
will
that
point
door
out
shut.
2 things about what you just said.
And it doesn't latch.
Filament line, neither door is shut all the way.
Mm-hmm.
And there are big gaps. These are actual wood doors. This is an old house, I can tell you.
Yeah.
That. I know because of the molding around the doors and how thick and solid these doors are and the gaps. That's how old houses work.
Yeah.
She doesn't shut the bedroom door all the way. And
I would say at some point this room had carpet in it.
you
as
could
well.
do a filament line.
Yeah.
I've looked really hard to see if it looks like the door's being pulled somehow, and it doesn't. Like, to me, it just looks like it slowly closes, which could be nothing. It could just be weight of the door.
Yeah.
But see, she doesn't shut the door all the way.
And she also didn't open it all the way either. Like in theory, if there was somebody else behind that door and she was supposed to open the door and walk past them, if she opened it too far, it would reveal that there was somebody behind it. So this is me trying to debunk this as we go. So
yeah, well, we're just pointing out what possibilities could be. Honestly,
Yeah.
filament line, though, the problem with fishing line or filament line is there's a couple fold here. It would already have to be there.
Yeah.
Right? Which means it's in front of her
Yeah.
right now, which she leans in pretty good when she opens the door. The other thing about it is pulling it straight. If you pulled it, it would kind of wrench the door, and the door may then swing on its own weight. But I feel like you would see that initial
yeah.
you know, you get what I'm saying, because it's at an angle. Like if it's coming from outside this door, watch, it would be at an angle.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be straight, and so it feels like if you started to pull it, it would
Pull the
pinch
door.
it up at
Yeah.
first. And I don't see that happening, but I don't really know. I'm not a physicist, for shit's sake.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
I do want to point something else out about the little girl. When she's looking into the closet, watch her head.
Oh, she kind of looks
She-
up and down.
She does this whole like scanning all around the area.
Scans it, yeah. But obviously she doesn't see anything that terrifies her.
Yeah.
That one's weird, though. She looks up right there and looks all around.
Yeah. She's doing like looking everywhere in there.
And
Almost
again,
like
how?
they said,
Oh,
like, hey, look
if
around.
there's fishing line or something, how does she get out of this room without walking into it right there?
Yeah.
She would walk into it right there. When she goes out. I don't know. Creep me
It's
out.
weird. Yeah.
Especially that initial when she opens the door and the mannequin's there. I was like, oh, geez.
Yeah.
mother.
Yeah.
But let us know your thoughts. We appreciate hearing it. And do mannequins freak you out? That's a
Yeah.
question for some. Do mannequins freak you out? What scares you guys? I want to know. So my sister and I have been talking. I'm reading the book It. This is like the 4th time I've read it, and it's by far the scariest book scariest anything I've ever experienced. And I listen to all these people that are like really into Pennywise, and Matt and I had this big discussion about what we thought about Welcome to Derry, and I like it, but I have problems with it. And I think what I've come to realize is there's all these people I know that are like, oh, Pennywise is creepy, and I like the movies and blah blah blah, and they love Welcome to Derry. And then it hit my sister and I. These are all people that have never read the book. They're both movies, the miniseries and the new movies, the Andy Muschietti and Welcome to Derry, have major flaws in the way they frame things because they don't get the proper feel and they don't get Pennywise correct. They just don't. They also focus too much on Pennywise. Pennywise is scary, but that is not what the book is about, and they've made him everything. I don't want to go on too much of a rant, but one of the big things that the movie don't really hit on, they kind of hint at, but don't get, that's what they don't get right, is the book is all about what scares you. What scares you. And as a kid, and it's kind of like if you're too little, if things don't, Pennywise is just what he comes as, because kids are actually, especially in the 50s when the book actually takes place, clowns are like a thing that kids will be drawn to. So that's a good question. I'm kind of curious with all that rambling. Like, what scares you, man? Like, do mannequins scare you? Do clowns scare you? I'm not scared of clowns, for example. I'm terrified of Pennywise in the book, but I'm not scared of clowns. But I know people that are. I don't like spiders, but I'm not terrified of spiders. I don't like snakes, but I'm not terrified of snakes. Like, we are going on a cruise here in about 5 weeks, and I was talking to one of my buddies that's going on the cruise. It'll be his first. I've been on like 4. And I told him, I said, like, when we get out to the ocean, like, I do have that fear of deep water. That actually scares me a little bit.
Yeah.
But I don't think about it on a cruise. I forget what that's called. The fear of deep, like what's beneath you. And,
I think it's thalassophobia.
Something like that, right? And I have
We're going to look that up, and yeah.
Like, I have these weird churning thoughts in my head about like being stuck out in the water, not knowing what's under me. You know, like, and that
Dude,
freaks
that's
me.
dead on.
That freaks me out. I knew you
Thalassophobia.
would know. Matt's good at phobias. I don't know why.
Persistent and intense fear of deep bodies of water, such as
Yeah.
ocean, seas, and lakes, which I also have as well.
Matt,
me in
Matt
particular,
knows
it's
phobias. It's weird. I can like throw something out and he'll be like, "Oh, that's
yeah.
machophobia." Like, he always knows. It's a weird thing. It's that kind of like darkness and what could be under me and what creature could come up at any time. I do have that a little bit.
Yeah.
Do you have any
That
fears
one
or
might.
phobias?
That one honestly might be submechanophobia, of things that are underwater. That it's usually like animatronics and stuff, but that's
It's
I'm
not.
looking at
It's
one,
just that
submechanophobia.
it's not.
Submechanophobia versus thalassophobia. Submechanophobia is specific fear of man-made objects submerged in water,
None of that.
like shipwrecks and pipes and things like that.
Not at all. Yeah, that wouldn't scare me. It's being out there and just know. So we went snorkeling once, actually, probably on my first or second cruise, and we were in a bay, right? And I remember, and there was actually a shipwreck. We were snorkeling in a shipwreck, and I remember, like, I could see the land in front of me, off to the distance, and it was crystal water. It's beautiful. And I turned to face out to sea, and it just gets, as you're looking, it just goes darker and darker.
Yeah,
and I had to turn
that's
around.
when your nope reaction kicks in.
Yeah, I could handle it the other way.
Yeah.
But like, I can't see past a certain point, and that scares me, and that freaks me out. Like, that's why it's one of the reasons, like, tight spaces and spelunking.
Oh, okay.
Like, I'm not claustrophobic, but like being in a cave and those squeezing through, that freaks me out to a degree that I can't. And yet I watch those videos all the stupid time. I don't know what's wrong with me.
Yeah.
So that kind of stuff creeps me out. I don't know that I'm creeped out by any specific, like say, clowns or ghosts, or they don't really do much. But when I was a kid, it was zombies, and now I've watched so many zombie movies that I'm completely desensitized. I love zombie movies. They don't scare me at all.
Yeah.
So is there anything that just creeps you out like this? Just like the second you like, no, I can't handle that.
Oh yeah. Which is ironic because I'm
My daughter
currently
couldn't come
in
to your
one.
house. I can tell you that.
Why specifically? Like
Dolls.
which one?
Yeah.
Oh, the dolls. Okay.
She hates creepy dolls, and they have creepy dolls.
I am I'm kind of, I like to kind of like, by the way, I looked it up and apparently like different phobias can be combined and like you're afraid
what,
of
that
dark
makes
water and, you know, fear
just-
of big things.
I'm going to cut Matt off just briefly to say I love when we say something that Matt cuts out and then you guys cut back in and you have no
Yeah.
idea.
We're laughing and you don't know why. Yeah.
It was really funny. And a lot of you would think it was funny, but a few of you would be like, "That's
We're
inappropriate."
never listening to the show again. Yeah.
It's inappropriate. And oddly enough, we may get viewers. I'm not sure.
But probably, yeah. If I left that in, there might be some people who are like, yeah, I agree with that.
I can totally see combined phobias.
Yeah.
It makes
Yeah, so apparently the thalassophobia, like I'd mentioned, the fear of deep water, and the submechanophobia, which is fear of submerged man-made things like shipwrecks and submarines and things like that, like chains that are going down to an anchor. They
I could
can
see
be
that.
combined. And then there's also one with like large sea creatures. And that one is, I'm going to try to pronounce this right, megalohydrothalassophobia.
Oh my god! Why can't they just be like sea creature phobia?
Yeah, fear of sea creature.
Lasso chunka phobia. Like why they gotta add like it's.
There's also bathyphobia, which is the fear just of water, I guess.
Let us know your
the fear
phobias.
of depths in general. So
Let us know your phobia in the comments.
yeah,
Just
we'll
'cause
do an episode on your specific
Not
phobia.
because we want. I was going to convince them that we weren't going to
We won't do an episode on your
We
specific
won't.
phobia.
try to scare you.
Yeah, if you're one of those weirdos who thinks that things with a bunch of holes in it are creepy, we
I'll just
definitely
let you
won't.
quit watching because I have pegboard behind me.
Yeah.
They're not watching this. I
Like,
can't do it.
oh no. Yeah.
Too many little holes.
God.
All right. So Matt has one more, right? You've got one more.
Yeah.
And then after that, we're going to go into a highlight of something we talked about last week. So Matt, why don't you go ahead and introduce your next clip?
All right. This is editing Matt from the future. This is how I look when I do this sometimes. It's pretty cold in the basement currently. So yeah, I feel like we need to explain why there's a little bit of a weird jump and gap in this episode. So when we were filming this, I had brought a clip of a creepy kid that there was nothing paranormal about it. It was a child behaving very creepily. But after doing some follow-up research on it, I've decided to make the executive decision to cut it out of the episode entirely. The person who originally posted it has gone on record on their social media as saying that they don't want to further this situation anymore and make it worse, potentially. We have reasons to not include it, and I'll just leave it at that. We're not going to discuss it any further on that. It's just it's not something that we want to put out and potentially cause any kind of harm to any of the individuals involved. The situation in the video has been addressed and handled by everybody, and we'll just leave it at that. So we just kind of want to respect people's privacy and things like that. So having said that, back to the show, and as always, keep it creepy.
All right. So with that, we're gonna get ready to cut here and go into something a little different. We're going to go into a video we talked about last week. Last week we did a cryptid episode, and on said cryptid episode, we featured a Dogman video. So let's go ahead and cut over to, and we'll kind of, I'll let Matt go ahead and let Matt run. This is the original video. It's shortened for time because it was a long drive up the driveway that was unnecessary. So we featured a Dogman clip. If you recall, Matt and I both believe this clip was bunk right from the get-go. It's a dude in a costume. We both agree. We think this is totally fake. But I watched it again. Well, I watched it on the big screen, and I noticed something caught my eye, and I want you guys to tell me. To me, it looks like a person wearing a black outfit, trying to kind of blend in, crouched in the background, maybe holding a camera or something. It looks like they're crouched holding something. And once I saw it, I couldn't unsee it. Now it's right there, and you either see it or you miss it. But we're gonna make sure you see it. Um, so you're gonna kind of look right center of frame, but we're gonna highlight it for you. Right there it was. We're gonna make sure you see this, and then I want to get everybody's thoughts. I think this so here we go, and zoom in. That right there is what you're looking at. Now it doesn't look like much in this, but watch it in the slow-mo, zoomed in versions of this, and tell me what you think. And I beat this to death. I make sure there are arrows, everything pointing. I wanted everybody to see what I saw. We got the all right. Pay no attention to the man in the costume.
Yeah, ignore the dog man in this. We've already discussed him, or her, or
So
them.
what do you? So seeing it like this, what do you see? Do you see a crouched person?
I not only see a crouched person, I see a crouched person wearing what appear to be high-vis shoes.
Tennis shoes, yeah.
Yeah, they have like a little reflective thing on them.
It almost looks like somebody wearing like the cloak from like Ghostface or something to try to hide, but
Yeah.
you see their face or something looking down, holding something in their hand, and
Yeah.
like you said, their shoes. And I think that they were filming out here, and I think they were just trying to hide this individual, and they did a pretty good job of it.
Yeah, they could have hit him a little better behind that hill.
Well, I think they're filming from a different angle or
Yeah.
something.
Because
the
like they even
lights
start
only-
to stand up towards the end of
The
clip.
lights only catch it for a second. That's the key thing. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like there's, a face and then hands and then the high visibility reflective strip on some shoes, all surrounded by
the big
black
floppy
clothing or cloak, and then, filming floppy feet over there.
Yeah. So when I saw this on the big screen, I caught like a flash of it, and I was like, "Wait a minute!" And I went back to the original footage. And sure
And
enough,
for the record, when he says he saw it on the big screen, he doesn't mean he went to a movie theater to
went
watch
to a
our
movie theater.
episode. But if you want to rent out movie theaters and watch episodes of Kinda Creepy,
that's cool. Let us know.
let
about
us
it.
know. That would be cool. We'll film a little intro for it, and just let us know. And if it's close enough by, we might even stop by and watch it with you. That'd be cool.
I mean, I saw it on my TV screen,
Yeah.
which is like 75 inches, and I was like, "What is that?" And I sent it to Matt, and he's like, "How did we miss this?" And I'm like, "We missed it because it's fast,
Yeah.
like marsupials." And there's a random reference.
God damn it.
And no one's gonna like 4 people are gonna get that, and they're gonna laugh, and the rest are like, "What is he talking about? Marsupials?" It's with Kevin Pollak.
Christopher Walken.
Kevin
Yeah.
Pollak doing his Christopher Walken, and he says the key thing about Christopher Walken is no two thoughts are connected.
Yeah.
Like Frankenstein
Time
never
never
scares
scared
me. Marsupials do, because they're fast. If you have never heard Kevin Pollak do Christopher Walken, it's pretty brilliant, so go check it out. Yeah, I just saw it, and I'm like, yeah, this to me just adds. We already thought it was a dude in a costume. Matt thinks he's wearing those specific stilts, which I went and watched some videos of those stilts, and I agree. Actually, I think he is. We looked up some costumes that kind of fit with this guy's the oversized feet, the gloves. So we had already thought it was that, and now when I saw this clip, I think they're filming. And whether they intended for it to be a viral Dogman clip or not, I don't really know. Maybe they were trying to film their own werewolf movie in their backyard. Really couldn't tell you. All I know is the more I see about this one, the more I think it's complete. Yeah, I don't buy it. So thought we'd point that out, that we caught that, and let you guys, again, give your thoughts and opinions. Do you think it looks like I think it looks like a person in a cloak or something trying to hide there. And looks like they're looking down at something that I would assume is
And not only that,
camera.
they're crouched down, which would perspective-wise give what they're filming, the Dogman costume or person in said Dogman costume, it would give them a little bit of a forced perspective of implied height.
Yeah.
So you film something at an upward angle, you get the hobbits versus Gandalf situation on a much cheaper budget. I would assume they don't have like Weta Workshop behind this costume, otherwise it would actually look
I'm
good.
thinking they're using like their cell phone camera to film, and then we've got a dashboard camera filming the other part. So they're making a home movie. It's cool. I'd like to see it.
Yeah, if this turns out it's from a film, and the people that made it come across this, send us a copy, man. We'll love to check it out.
I don't think this is that old. I think this was a fairly recent video. So
Yeah.
there you go. There you go. I think that's it this week as far as clips and stuff go. I think we don't we kind of sufficiently creeped you out with little kids, hopefully, and let us know your thoughts on that. Like, do little kids videos? Do you find those particularly creepy? I always sort of have, because you can't, like Matt said earlier, you can't get a little tiny kid to like act that well. It's not.
They're stubborn.
And especially people are like, well, we've seen little actors, and there's a director telling them stuff, and they just cut that guy's voice out. None of that's happening here. These kids are just doing what they do. So
yeah,
it's a lot of fun for me. Yeah. Hey guys,
have your specific kids ever done anything creepy like that?
Yeah, I just told you. My son with the monsters.
True. Yeah, he saw the monsters in the thing.
Shit out of me. No.
Shyla seems like she'd be the creepier of the two, though.
Nah, not at all. No, she's much more like, I don't know. She's kind of like me. It's just, I'm very much the person that, and people think I'm nuts, and it's not some weird bravery thing. It's probably more stupidity than bravery. I'm in a room, I hear a weird noise, I stand up and walk over to the noise in the pitch black. Like, I'm like, what is that? And I'm not.
And he gets attacked by one of his cats in the dark.
Never happened. Listen, I worked at a single screen movie theater, one of the biggest in the area at the time. And what people don't know is you either know this or you don't. If you worked at a theater, you do. But you can go behind screens, and that's
I learned that in Gremlins.
Yeah, and the one it's not usually as big. The area we had behind ours was probably about maybe 4 feet, 5 feet wide. We used it for storage. We had chairs and stuff stored back there, and it was big and long and dark. There were no lights behind it. We had to take a flashlight. And there was a back door into the theater that would stay locked. But if you knew, and those of us who worked there did know, you could reach down and grab it by the bottom and yank and actually open the door and come into the theater from the alley if you knew about it. Most people didn't know that. And we're getting ready to play a movie. I mean, it's just starting to get time. 2 kids came in and bought tickets. It wasn't quite there yet. And they're sitting in the theater, and no one else is in there. And these 2 kids come up, and it's me and a young girl working, and we're teenagers at the time. And they're like, hey, we heard something up by the screen. And the girl I'm working with, Lisa, she rolls her eyes. She goes, I'll go check. And she goes halfway up. She comes running back out. She's like, no, I heard it too. There's someone behind the screen. And me, I'm like, just walk right back there. And I'm like, with a flashlight. They're like, are you nuts? What if somebody's back there? I'm like, well, I kind of live by the principle of if somebody got in and they're back there in the pitch black, and I just walk in on them, they're going to be as scared as I am. Initially, they're going to be like, oh, God. And I'm, so there was nobody there. So I don't know what they probably a mouse. I mean, it was a big, with popcorn all over the floor. What are you going to do? But yeah, I'm stupid like that. It's not a bravery thing. I just don't even think about it. I just walk right up. And Shyla's kind of like that too. It's that curiosity thing.
Yeah. Yeah. I can see that with her.
It's very well, I will go look now. It's as the monster eats my face off. That would be me.
Well, I'll tell a quick story about a place that I used to work as well, where something creepy happened. And again, I've had some level of creepiness most of my life. This goes back to 1999. I got to set the stage. I was about 16, 17.
Y2K.
Yeah. We were all afraid that the clocks were going to reset and everything would go away. And
just kind of looking forward to it, but whatever.
Yeah. I mean, that seems like it would be kind of awesome. Student debt goes away. But no, so I'm working and I'm about 17 years old. And I won't name the specific company, but I've actually worked for a place. I don't even know if Jay knows this now that I'm saying this. I worked for a place that shipped caskets to various funeral homes. Okay.
Yeah, plenty of times.
Okay. So I'm working there, and this is, again, 1999. And what was probably the biggest movie of 1999 at the time? Blair Witch Project. Okay. And at the time, movies were advertised on radio stations a lot. Okay. So I'm working in a completely empty, I'm the only person there, warehouse full of caskets that are standing up on end. And this is like a Saturday morning I had come in, because every Saturday I would go in and I would actually like sweep the whole warehouse, make sure everything was clean for the coming week. And I would turn the radio on up at the front of the warehouse, and it was usually on, the local rock station, but they would play the audio version of the trailer to advertise, upcoming movies. Well, the audio trailer for Blair Witch Project is just a lot of screaming. So I'm alone in this warehouse. Here, yeah. So I'm hearing screaming from the front of the warehouse. Meanwhile, what I later found out was a chipmunk had gotten into the warehouse and was just running through the warehouse. So every once in a while, I would get a glimpse of something moving in the warehouse while I'm by myself, hearing screaming in the background. And then I would hear just like something slamming into the metal wall of the building. So just like loud bangs after like scurrying around, and I'm seeing stuff move, hearing this screaming. You combine all this together with a 17-year-old who is alone in this big warehouse, hearing banging from all directions. And you get a little creeped out by that. Well, I later found out that it was a chipmunk because I actually saw it like
I like
fully
this
just
though,
out there.
because what you've just done is shown that while sometimes we witness stuff that we can't explain, we go back to the what's house a lot on this, because to me that is some really compelling evidence of paranormal stuff. But sometimes it's just what our brains perceive, and if you look for an answer, there might be one. In this case, things combined for Matt. He heard noise.
Oh, it was terrifying at the time.
He was in a creepy setting by himself. He heard weird noises. You don't know what it is, but when you find out what it is, it's kind of comical, right? It's kind of fun.
Yeah, I was like, wow, a chipmunk scared me that much. Wow,
No, it happens. I remember to go right back to stink bugs. I'm asleep. This was when I was staying at my dad's, and I was upstairs in the. We had like the bedroom. The whole upstairs was like a bedroom. It was like a loft, I guess. And middle of the night, and I just hear this. I mean, I was like, oh my god, there's a rat in the freaking house, because there was some boxes over in the corner, and it was just loud. And I walk over, and it's a friggin' stink bug. It was making that much noise that I thought it was a freaking rat or a raccoon had gotten out. It was a stink bug.
Yeah, we talked about that in the woods. Like a bird can sound like a moose trampling through the.
Whenever I would watch Bigfoot or Sasquatch or whatever that show was called, Finding Bigfoot, they crack me up, because while I do think a couple of them are legitimate, researchers, they would be in the woods at night and hear like Bigfoot. I'm like, or like, have you ever walked through the woods and seen a robin like just bouncing around? It makes a lot of noise, man. And you're in the woods at night. Raccoon would probably be where I would go first, not Sasquatch, just because I heard something moving in the brush.
Yeah,
a lot of nocturnal creatures. Deer are known to come out at night, like lots of. So
yeah.
Guys, if you happen to watch this show and you haven't, done the cool things yet, you should do those things. You can like, well, first of all, if you have a video or a story or something you would like to share with us, you can email us, KindaCreepyShow@gmail.com. We've got some stuff down there, and I would love for more stories, personal stories. I would love to be able to read your personal story on the show. It was a lot of fun. We've only had a couple, but they were really fun to do. Here's all your usual suspects, places you can follow us. I assume you're probably on the YouTube one right now, but if you are on the YouTube one right now and you're just watching, well, you can do other stuff. I don't know if you know that, but there's a couple of really cool things you can do. You're going to see this weird thumb thing. If you click that helps us a lot. That's liking the show. We've said it several times throughout this, but you can comment on the videos, give us your thoughts. We really like your thoughts. But the big thing that we'll share it. Yeah, I always forget. You can share the show. The big thing is to subscribe. If you haven't hit the subscribe button, please go down, click it. All of those things take a few seconds and actually help boost the show quite a bit. Yeah. We have a lot of fun doing the show. We hope you guys enjoy watching the show and us talking about this stuff. And it's funny because I did a lot of thinking about this the other day too. We didn't set out to become the skeptical debunkers that
Yeah,
we've become. But
kind of becoming that.
you just see so much crap that the reason we do it isn't to like poo poo on everything. It's
No.
because when
We
we've been
want to
wrong-
find the genuine clips.
when
Like,
yes, and when we run into one that we're like we don't know.
and there's been quite a few on this
Yeah.
that we've found that
No.
we're just like, I don't know how to explain this one. Like, I mean, I start watching like Jay's saying, you know, I start watching and going, how would they have faked this?
Nope. And if you
And
can't come up
if you
with something
can't, then
plausible.
yeah,
What's the saying? If you eliminate the impossible, whatever left, however unlikely is probable, or something like that.
Something
It's,
like that,
I know
yeah.
I'm pretty close. I think it's a Sherlock Holmes quote, but I don't remember.
Okay. Once you eliminate the impossible, whatever remains, no matter how improbable, must be the truth.
Must
And
be
it
the
is
truth.
a
There you
quote
go.
from Sir Arthur Conan Doyle in
Yeah.
the Sherlock Holmes.
And it's great because that's kind of what we
Series.
do here. It's like we watch a video, and if we can't figure out what it is, and we put it to you guys, and no one can figure out what it is, it's kind of like
Well, then what is it? It's got to be something real.
makes it seem a lot more legit. Is all I'm saying. And we have had a few that were like we can't explain that. You know, I don't know what it is, but so
Yeah, it's something we don't know what.
that's kind of what we're going to do here. Especially, you know, we go back and pull a lot of older clips, mainly because anything within the last year and a half, it's
Yeah, it's very likely that there's some tomfoolery involved.
yeah. And let's just for us speaking here, I don't care if you use AI to enhance something or if you use, you know, try to limit it. It does some bad things. AI I do some research. I was shocked to find out how much damage AI does, but don't. Let's not use AI to fully create things and then claim that we've created something when we haven't.
Yeah.
And if you're gonna make an AI video, let people know it's an AI
Disclose
video.
that it's AI. Yeah.
You know, it's
We
okay.
don't like looking stupid when we're going, look at this. This is crazy. And it's like, oh, that's 100% AI. And we just didn't realize it. So,
It's okay if you want to do things for entertainment value, you know, but just let people know it's why you're doing it.
Yeah.
You know, we did the Bigfoot in the tree, and I said I think it was AI over top, maybe bear. You know what else it kind of reminded me of? A sloth.
yeah, kind of. They do have that weird foot situation where it's mostly claw to hang on to.
Yeah, so like that's what I mean. Like somebody to me took it. We've shown a couple videos where we're like, we think there was a legit video underneath this, and then they slapped AI over top of it and
Yeah.
on something. Just if you pay close attention, sometimes it will say in the comment section or the notes where something is AI, but people will share it as if it's real. But
Yeah.
That being said, did you check this week?
I did. He is alive.
Yay, Bob.
Yeah,
Gimlin's
Bob
alive.
Gimlin is still alive.
I'm going to be very sad the day that is no longer true.
Yeah.
But,
And again, shoot us an email. Come on the show, man. We'd love to talk to you.
Or if anybody knows
We're going to
contact
do, yeah, if anybody has contact for Bob Gimlin of the original Patterson Gimlin footage fame, send us his contact. We
yeah,
will
not
reach
like
out.
your random neighbor, Bob Gimlin, who has.
Yeah, just coincidentally,
I'm a
the guy that every time you go outside, you're like, hey man, is that real? And he's like, that wasn't me. I wasn't even born then. You know,
Bob
not
Gimlin
not that
certified
Bob Gimlin. Yeah,
CPA.
Bob Gimlin, Esquire.
Yeah, that'd be cool. We'd love to talk to him. We'd love to talk to any. If you guys know anybody that has a scary story or something, let us know. We would love to talk to them too. Again, we really appreciate all of you guys coming. If you have an idea for an upcoming show, let us know. Shadow People sounds like a really fun one. We might be doing that here.
And to answer your question that I think we kind of alluded to, shadow people is one of my biggest fears, to be honest.
Is it?
Yeah.
That's.
So that'll be a fun episode to cover.
I think we should do an episode on that, yeah, and try to. There's a documentary. It was on like Shudder or Tubi or something. I don't remember, and it's pretty creepy.
Called
Do you
The
remember what
Nightmare?
that's called? I think that's it. Yeah,
About sleep paralysis.
yeah,
And shadow people?
Yeah, that's a good one. Guys, go watch that.
I've been avoiding watching it, so
Oh, you haven't seen it?
no. I saw the trailer and I was just like, I don't know, but it's been in my queue since it came out on streaming services, and I just have not watched it yet.
It's like Tubi or Shudder or one of those.
it's all over the
I
place
feel like
at this
it's
point.
Tubi, but
Yeah.
guys, we thank you for coming, and we hope you come back again next week. Please hit subscribe if you have not, and yeah, that's all I got. If your kid's just particularly creepy, I don't know what to tell you. Like, just throw them outside. You don't want to deal with that.
Tell
And,
them Keep it creepy.
Keep it creepy. Nothing but
the
jeans.
jeans takes a different strokes.
Strokes.
Different strokes it takes. Different strokes to rule the world.
And every time I turn around. So we promised it here after the credits.
After the show proper, yeah.
You gotta get like if we this is kind of what we do. Like we're getting prepared. We get into some weird discussions, talk about some weird shit, and it's not uncommon. Matt and I actually started a show before this and talked about doing a show that was literally just we're gonna just watch weird videos and talk about it, which part of me still like wants to do because it's just
we filmed a few things. Yeah,
there's so much bizarre stuff out there, and yeah. So this is one that I've known about for years. I didn't know you've never seen this. So basically, somebody took the Different Strokes opening credits and they just removed the music. And they put this on it, and you can Google it or YouTube it. I think it's called Disturbing Strokes. I think is what they call this. But we're gonna watch this. Matt, go ahead and play it.
It already seems like he's about to abduct some children.
Yeah, it's exactly what it feels like, but it gets way creepier.
Oh no! Oh no! It's like, go, go, go! I've got them! They've only got the genes, but now I've got them as well. It's your last shot at freedom, children. Oh my God.
And it gives a whole new spin when you consider the bike shop episode.
Oh God, yeah.
Really twisted, so. That's like I said, man. You just put a little creepy music behind something, it can really set the mood.
Oh.
This is kinda creepy. Goosebumps rising up my spine.